the third goal that I have as a pediatric orthotist is making sure that we are helping to facilitate future development. So not only preventing deformity, not only helping to improve their function in the near term, but really with an eye always on the long term and making sure that we are helping to give them exactly what they need so that they can grow and develop and build strength and build control on their own as much as they are capable of. Now this is certainly a challenge, and it's a evolving challenge because children are growing and changing all the time. But with bracing, there are literally hundreds of different ways and minor tweaks and minor adjustments or major design changes that can be provided to a given child at a certain time. And so narrowing down and trying to figure out what exactly your child needs, but what I mean is exactly what motions or limitations need to be placed on their movement, on a movement that may be pathological or causing damage or causing them with poor balance or causing them to just struggle in any number of ways. Making sure we have the exact right design that's going to control that movement, but then on the flip side, allowing any potential movements that we would like them to have. So in a perfect world, we would design bracing that would only block the bad movements but allow every other good and helpful movement. This is a real challenge. There's a lot of different ways that we can go about doing that, and sometimes it is trial and error. Sometimes it takes trying a certain thing, adjusting it, trying something else. And there are ways that we can do that and that you can get that for your child. One common example is using what we call a two-piece designed AFO or a convertible AFO that may have two separate components or components that can be detached in order to give you or give your child the opportunity to try to build certain muscles on their own and to develop on their own and see how they do with that. This whole field, unfortunately, sadly, is not an exact science. It does take experience. It takes the ability to assess each child where they're at that moment, and then just try to look into the future 6 months out or so and determine how do we hope that they will make progress and what exactly should we be providing that's going to help get them there. All come together and to understand what all the different options are, how they work, what they do or do not control, and how we can narrow down for the best option for your child for today to make sure that they are getting the correct support that they need. In other words, we do not want to overbrace. We do not want to block movements that your child may need in order to balance or to function at their best. But we also do not want to underbrace. We don't want to miss an opportunity where they may need a certain movement blocked or controlled or supported. And if we do not give them what they need, then they are going to struggle more than they otherwise should. And they may, the symptoms that we are trying to address very often are pain, fatigue, poor balance, alignment problems, which can lead to deformity, range of motion loss, which can lead to deformity. All of these things are factors that have to be sort of brought into the equation. We're going to talk about all of them in this program, and so I'm really hopeful that you will find some great information that's going to really help you to understand what is available out there as far as bracing options go, what the differences are, and then also look at your child and understand what their needs may be and how best to bring that together to help them make progress towards not only short-term functional improvements, but long-term developmental goals as well. If you're interested in learning more about pediatric orthotic care and how to help children who are struggling with mobility, please check out our website, pediatricrehablab.com. I put together a course there, both for parents and for medical providers, to help them be able to help kids who are struggling. If your child or your patient is already working with pediatric orthotics, then you know that they can either be an enormous help or a daily painful struggle. And so I want to make sure that every parent and every medical provider has all of the information available in order to help their children the best way possible.